Today's Red Sox game on Patriots Day is brought to you by Buick. It's the Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles in Game 4 of a 4-game series from rainy Fenway Park. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, as always, joined by Jerry Remy. Welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, the Red Sox need some offense, and they got some yesterday from Hanley Ramirez. As it turns out, he was one of the only highlights yesterday.
Yeah, Hanley yesterday picking up his 5th home run of the season, his 12th RBI. And, you know, he's doing everything offensively the Red Sox expected to do, and I expect that he's going to get even hotter as the season goes on as far as the batting average goes. But the home runs right now, the RBIs are there for Hanley, and that's why he's here. The Red Sox desperately needed offense. They got Sandoval, they got Ramirez, and so far Ramirez is doing his job offensively. Now, left field has been a struggle for him. There's no question about that. But that's going to take a while for him. You just don't move out there like Mookie Betts did last year and do a great job off the bat. So he's going to take some work out there in left field for Ramirez. But what he's here for is offense, and so far he has given the Red Sox very good offense.
Well, today, Justin Masterson on the mound looking for his 2nd victory of the year. He's 1-0, getting ready for his 3rd start. The Red Sox and the Orioles on this Patriots Day. We play morning baseball from Fenway Park when we come back. Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Uno's committed to the craft of pizza since 1943. Digital Federal Credit Union, see what DCU can save you. Your local Subaru dealers. The all-new Kia Sorento. And by Southwest Airlines, book your low fare now at southwest.com. Welcome to rainy Fenway. A light mist falling here as this ball game begins today. As today's Red Sox starting pitchers presented by your local New England Audi dealers. Experience the all-new Audi A3 today. Justin Masterson's 3rd start of the year comes in at 1-0, the 7.59 ERA. And the first pitch of the ball game misses outside to Alejandro Diaza. Diaza, the left fielder today for the Orioles, hitting at .250 on the season. Tuesday, a no decision against the Nationals, going 4 2/3, giving up 7 runs in that last outing for Justin Masterson. 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1.
In his career against the Baltimore Orioles, 6-6, 500 with a 5.53 ERA. As we look at Diaz's numbers,
Swing and a miss, and Diaz strikes out. Masterson striking out the first Oriole that he faces today. Let's check out the rest of the starting nine for Baltimore today, brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. And we just saw Alejandro Diaz. Jimmy Paredes is the DH batting second. Adam Jones off to a fabulous beginning to the season in center field with Chris Davis at first base. Travis Snyder in right field with Manny Machado at third base. Ryan Flaherty, who picked up his second home run of the year yesterday, is at second base. Old friend Ryan LaVarnway does the catching with Everth Cabrera doing the work at shortstop and batting ninth. Jimmy Paredes in his fourth game back, off the disabled list. 5 for 10 so far since returning. And good breaking ball down and in, and it's 1-1.
Good sweeping slider that time by Masterson, going down and into Paredes off the plate.
Masterson trying to bounce back after a tough outing last time out. Gave you the numbers as did not factor in that decision in his Fenway Park debut this year. In his second stint with Boston of his career, Buck Showalter's team, after dropping the first game on Friday night in walk-off fashion, they won Saturday and Sunday. Red Sox today trying to gain the split in this 4-game series. Baltimore and Boston now tied atop the American League East, both at 7-5 to begin the day. Paredes hits it on the ground softly towards Pedroia. Underhanded to Napoli, 2 down.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They've made 9 errors in 12 games. Brock Holt gets a start at third base. Xander Bogaerts the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second. Mike Napoli the first baseman. Left to right, Hanley Ramirez, Mookie Betts, and Shane Victorino. And Ryan Hannigan doing the catching for Masterson.
2 down here in the first inning for Adam Jones. 457, 5 home runs, 16 runs batted in. Terrific start to his season. He is the American League leader at 457. Adrian Gonzalez leads the majors, hitting at 469 out of the gate. Adrian also has 5 home runs, as does Adam Jones.
Notice one thing in the first inning here. Velocity is up a little bit for Masterson. It's a 90-91 with the fastball.
Well, something we'll be paying attention to today is the weather. It is brought to you by Benjamin Moore. Right now 44 degrees. Breeze in from center at 18 miles per hour. Rain and wind in the forecast. Just a question of when that rain will start. And once it does start, there are many who believe it will not stop today, which could be a problem. And it's also on the chilly side here at Fenway. So kind of a raw day here right now, but precipitation free to begin this game.
And by the way, Buenos Dias, amigos. It's my one chance a year to say that, Buenos Dias.
Ball 4. And down to first base goes Jones with 2 outs, first base runner of the game.
That little tail on that fastball from Masterson, just a little bit inside the Jones. Good take right there by Adam Jones. And, you know, when you're swinging the bat the way he is, you just take quality pitches, and he did there and drew the walk.
So a 2-out base runner here for the Orioles, and here is Chris Davis. Has a home run in this series at an opposite field shot. 250, 2 homers, and 7 runs batted in on the season. Now for Masterson in his career, individually at 500 against the Orioles, 6-6 with a 5.53 earned run average in 16 career games, 12 starts. This is line down the right field line, foul. Out ahead was Davis. Membership has its privileges. Learn how you can join the most exclusive sports membership in Boston as a Red Sox season ticket holder. Call 617-226-6888. Email new season tickets at redsox.com or visit redsox.com/season tickets today for more information. 2 down, Adam Jones at first base, and Davis waiting on a 1-1 pitch. And the breaking ball framed there by Hannigan, but called a ball.
That's a pitch there that Masterson has to have. That slider to the left hand is down and away. Looked like it did pick up the corner.
Red Sox shifting here on Chris Davis on the right side of the infield. That one will pick up the strike zone, and it's 2-2.
Brings it in just a little bit, and this time gets the strike. Excuse me, Don, you were saying?
I was talking about the defensive alignment. It's on the right side of the infield. Two-two pitch. Jumping back out of the way is Davis, straightening him up. Another full count here. Back-to-back batters. Jones worked a walk. With 2 outs now, Davis waiting on a 3-2. Swinging a foul tip held onto by Hannigan for strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the first for Masterson. Red Sox coming up.
I'm worried about hot towels on the plane. Get out of here with that Chick-fil-A.
Starting lineup is brought to you by your Easton Hyundai dealers. Mookie Betts leading it off and in center field with Dustin Pedroia at second base. David Ortiz, the DH, was ejected yesterday. Hanley Ramirez, who homered yesterday, is in left. Mike Napoli at first base. Shane Victorino in right. Brock Holt finding his way into the lineup now every day as he is at third base today. Xander Bogaerts at shortstop and Ryan Hannigan back behind the dish for the Red Sox. The Orioles starting pitcher is presented by your New England Nissan dealers. And it's Wei-Yin Chen today. His third start without a record, a 4.35 ERA. Wei-Yin Chen had a no decision on Monday against the Yankees. Good outing, those 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, had 4 Ks. A breaking ball misses high to Mookie Betts. The average dropping a little bit for Betts right now, down to 191. 2 homers and 8 runs batted in. Has reached safely in 7 of his last 8 games. 0 for 7 in this series against Baltimore with a walk.
Chin making his 12th career start against the Red Sox, 5-3 with a 4.24 ERA.
Flared foul off to the right, out of play.
You see the location of pitches against Betts, everything away from him, and we kind of expected that, Don, and the way he was turning around inside fastballs, that he would start to see some pitches away. Now he has to make that adjustment.
And he does, going the other way with it into right field. I guess that's how you do it, Jerry.
Yep.
And he's got himself a leadoff base hit here in the bottom of the first inning.
He certainly has the ability to do that. You know, we saw it last year that he can go to the opposite field. He takes a fastball that's up and away, gets his hands on top of the baseball, slaps it hard on the line to the opposite field. I mean, I don't have any doubt that he's going to do it. He's just going to see a lot of it until he proves that he can, and he will prove that he can.
Lead runner on here for the Red Sox in the bottom of the first inning. Here is Dustin Pedroia. That's taken off on the first pitch, and the pitch is a strike. Throw is bad and is going to get into center field. So up is Betts. He'll scamper to third without a problem. Oh, good start to this bottom of the first inning for the Red Sox.
Red Sox jumping on Lavanway right away, getting a start behind the plate today, not wasting any time at all. It's a fastball, and Lavanway just throws it down into the dirt. And once Betts sees it gets by the second baseman, he just moves on to third. So an exciting start for Mookie Betts. Base hit, stolen base, error.
Red Sox 9 for 9 in stolen bases. A stolen base and the error charged to Lavarnway on the throw. As Pedroia with a swing and a miss, 0-2. Dustin, part of our key matchup today, brought to you by Honda. Start something special with a great deal on a Honda. Pedroia has a career .519 batting average, 14 for 27, 5 RBIs against Wei-Yin Chen. No 2. On the ground, foul down the third baseline.
Early in the ball game, the Orioles playing the infield back. So any ground ball should be able to score Mookie Betts unless it's back to the pitcher.
Bouncing in and blocked by Lavarnway. As Betts paying close attention to the action around the dish. Swing and a foul tip held onto by Lavarnway, and this time Pedroia strikes out.
Today's Orioles defense is brought to you by DraftKings, and the Orioles are fourth in the league with 4 errors in 12 games. Manny Machado at third base, and Rick Cabrera the shortstop. Ryan Flaherty at second, Chris Davis at first. Left to right, Alejandro Diaza, Adam Jones, and Travis Snyder, and Ryan Lavanway getting the start behind the plate.
David Ortiz, the DH, ejected from yesterday's game, run by Jerry Meal. Actually, it's run by John Tompain, home plate umpire, but upset with Jerry Meals. He wasn't upset with John Tompain at the time. He was upset with Jerry Meals, but it was Tompain who ejected him from the game. As Meals, not once, but twice, saying that he went around in different sequences during the game, and Big Papi got very frustrated. Two and 0.
And to be very honest with you, I don't think that he did go on either one of them.
No. Jerry Mills was working the third base line yesterday.
How about this shift? This is different, isn't it?
It is. This is a 1-1-1 shift.
Yeah. You got part of the infield in, and then you've got the second baseman out in right field.
I don't think I've ever seen this alignment.
No, this is different.
This is Buck Showalter's new alignment. We saw Joe Madden put 4 outfielders in the outfield at one point. That was new.
It's a cover 2.
This is 1-1-1. I guess the theory being you got one guy there. If it gets by that guy, you got another guy. And if it gets by that guy, you got another guy. Followed by another guy. Nobody may get this. Now it's going to stay in the yard. Fly ball to right. Not today. As Travis Snider makes the catch. Tagging at third is Betts. Throw is not going to be close. And the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. David Ortiz on a sac fly to right. And the Red Sox grab the game's first lead.
Well, Betts sets it up, and Ortiz completes it with the long fly ball like it's knocked down by the wind. The attempt to throw by Snider not even close at home plate. And Mookie Betts gives the Red Sox the lead in the ball game.
Well, tying Joe DiMaggio, all-time RBI leaders, 1,537. Hanley Ramirez with a ground ball chopped to first. Davis to the backhand. He'll take it to the bag, and that is that here in the first inning. A sac fly for Big Papi has the Red Sox on top 1-0.
As Joe Kelly rains down sunflower seeds during my hit. Boston Red Sox, they're tied atop the AL East. So in our Scion TC poll question, we ask you, what team, not named the Boston Red Sox, will finish highest in the American League East? Sox 1 for Baltimore, Sox 2 for the Yankees, Sox 3 for the Rays, Sox 4 for the Jays. Text your answer to 536-536. Message and data rates, those may apply. Text help if you need it. Visit sn.com/terms for all that fun legal stuff, guys.
Well, it's certainly wide open, and it's different this season heading into the year than I remember in past years, Jerry. It seems like the division may not be perhaps as strong as it has been for a number of years, number one. And number two, heading into the year, it seems like it's anybody's division.
Well, I think if you look at it, the way it's set up, if it's not Boston.
Liner into center for Snider for at least a base hit. Now it's going to get by Mookie Betts, who couldn't cut it off. He's going to run a lot longer. Snider touches second, heads for third base, and he will get there to begin things here in the second inning.
That's surprising to see that ball get by Betts. He has such good speed out there and usually able to cut that ball off. But this ball's going to find its way by him, and once it does, 3 bases, and it goes back to the stop and shop sign. Getting back to the poll question,
yes.
Watching Baltimore over these last couple of days, I still think that they're above and beyond the other teams in the division, and that's leaving the Red Sox out of it.
And people agree with you so far. Infield in, and a line drive to Bogaerts, who makes the catch. Good contact for Machado, but he lines out as Bogaerts reels it in.
Infield in for the Red Sox, which is a little bit surprising, but not with the weather conditions coming. As Bogaerts takes the line drive away from center field and will hold that runner at third base. Infield continues in with 1 out.
That is a great point, because this could be a 5 and fly.
It could be 5 and fly, so you got to play it early. It's going to be a short game. That's the way you have to play it.
Ryan Flaherty homered yesterday. 2 home runs on the season for the Maine native. 286 batting average so far for Flaherty, and getting a lot more time here to begin the year. Second base. It's a fly ball to left. Hanley Ramirez turns around and watches that hit up off the wall. Travis Snyder scores without a problem. Throw to second base, not going to be in time. It is an RBI double for Ryan Flaherty, and the Orioles tie the score 1-1.
Now Flaherty just has great success against Masterson. Came into the game 5 for 8 with a home run, so make it 6 for 9 now as he goes off the wall in left field and drives in that run.
One out, Flaherty at second base. Ryan Lavarnway returning here to Fenway Park in an Orioles uniform. 1 for 6 so far in the season. And takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Made his Orioles debut on April 8th at Tampa Bay. Split time last year between Boston and Pawtucket. Parts of 4 years with the Red Sox. And there are the numbers for him in 97 total games. Picks up that outside corner on Lavarnway, and it's 2-1. Two different big league stints for him last year with the Red Sox, appearing in 9 total games, and 0 for 10 in a Red Sox uniform last year. And appearing exclusively at first base. The first experience he had at first base at the major league level. Back to catching in the Orioles organization. Right now backing up Caleb Joseph as they wait for the return of Matt Wieters. Two pitch. And a swing and a miss. A slider down and away. And that's a third K for Masterson.
I think of all the games that Masterson has pitched so far, I think his slider today early is the best we've seen it. It's got the biggest break to it. And that ball started out over the plate, finished way off the outside part of the plate for a strikeout.
Everett Cabrera hitting at 263 and batting out of the number 9 spot. Went off yesterday, and Cabrera without a home run has an RBI. Been playing shortstop all 4 games of this series. That's in there for strike 2.
As that slider again starts it way outside to the left-handed hitter, and it picks up the outside corner. It's the kind of pitch a lefty-handed hitter will give up on. Thinks it's away.
Travis Snyder with a triple to begin the inning. Machado lined out. The RBI wall ball double to left for Flaherty, and a strikeout of Lavarnway. Well, the 0-2 is grounded up the middle. Ranging is Bogaerts. Low throw, but it's dug out by Napoli very nicely at first base. A run for the Orioles, a tie game after an inning and a half from the Fens. Ortiz spoke for the city of Boston.
This jersey that we wear today, it doesn't say Red Sox. It says Boston. This is our city. And nobody gonna dictate our freedom. Stay strong. Thank you.
Now the Red Sox in those jerseys today, wearing the uniform with the patch Boston strong on there as well, as they did 2 years ago today, as we head here into the bottom of the second inning. Mike Napoli, Shane Victorino, and Brock Holt in this bottom of the second. And strike one to Napoli.
Tell you what, Napoli saved a run at the end of last inning. He made a great scoop on that throw by Bogaerts, and had that ball got by Napoli, it would have been a run for the Orioles.
This one blew back at first base, falling fast, and over the shoulder to make the catch is Davis. With his back to the plate, robs Napoli of a base hit. Looked like that may drop down initially, but robbed is Napoli for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Davis made a nice play out of this. I thought for sure it was going to drop in for a base hit, but not even the basket style catch. Puts the glove up and makes the catch that way. Nice play by Davis.
One down here in the second inning for Shane Victorino. 148, no homers, and 2 runs batted in for Shane, batting out of the 6th spot today. Pablo Sandoval getting the day off today, at least to begin the ball game, with Brock Holt getting the start at third base. So kind of a reshuffle of the Red Sox lineup. Sports can bring you to the edge of your seat and to your feet. It should always bring you to NESN.com, the region's #1 sports site with comprehensive Red Sox coverage and the most Bruins content in New England. Get live blogs, video, and podcasts found only on NESN.com.
A rising fastball that time to Shane Victorino from Wei Chin. In the first 2 starts for Chin, he's had 4 strikeouts in each one of those games. 1 game against Tampa Bay, 1 game against the Yankees.
And 2 down here in the second inning. Second strikeout for Chen, and there's Brock Holt off to a 12 for 24 start. 500 average for Holt. Six-game hitting streak coming in for Holt. First pitch strikes to 6 of 7 batters for Wei-Yin Chen. Goes the other way. Diaza on the move, gets there. A little lunge at the end, but makes the grab as the Red Sox go 1-2-3 in the second inning. Game tied 1-1. When you demand performance in action on the job site. They play along to the top of the third inning with the game tied 1-1, and the Red Sox with a defensive change. Alan Craig coming in for Hanley Ramirez. No word yet on why Hanley left the ball game. We'll get it to you as soon as we find out, but it is Craig into the game in left. Alejandro Diaza leading it off here for Baltimore in the third inning. And he shows bunt, almost gets hit on a pitch down and in. Diaza struck out swinging in the first inning. One of 3 strikeouts today for Justin Masterson. Nice pick by Brian Butterfield. In the dugout on the chopper over by the Sox dugout. Happy youngster right there. He's going to hand it off. Bunts it back towards Masterson, and his throw in plenty of time. So Diaza trying to bunt, ends up bunting it right back to Masterson for the first out of the inning. MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, is celebrating 13 years. Watch every out-of-market game live or on demand in true HD on over 400 mobile and connected devices. Every night on every device. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details.
And Diaz is trying to bunt that ball down the third base line, but the pitch was inside, and it's awfully difficult from that point on a pitch inside to be able to push that ball down the third baseline. Now, if you're thinking about drag bunting, that's a different story. Then it becomes a good pitch to bunt.
Driven to right field and deep. Victorino going back, and that ball's going to one hop up into the seats. A ground rule double for Jimmy Paredes.
Well, he swung the bat very well in this series. Hitting out of the DH spot. Gets the fastball right there from Masterson, and one hop into the Red Sox bullpen. Actually up over the bullpen into the stands.
So in scoring position here with one out. Orioles have had at least one base runner in every inning so far. Now they got to deal with Adam Jones. He walked in the first inning. On fire to begin the year, hitting at .457 right now. And jumps on the first pitch, fouling it back. Very aggressive hitter, Adam Jones. Mookie Betts into right center. Somewhat of a gap out there in left center field. Framed by Hannigan. Not a bad pitch, but not where Hannigan was set up. Might have been part of the problem. Little pop-up in a shallow center. In comes Betts, and he'll make the catch. A chance for Paredes to tag up. 2 down. Well, today's suits are designed by Joseph Abboud, custom made in the USA from fine Italian fabrics. Now available at Men's Warehouse. Chilly day here today on Patriots Day in Massachusetts. And 2 down, and Paredes at second base. Chris Davis 0 for 1, a strikeout victim in the first inning. Paredes at second. Third start for Masterson at Philadelphia, went 6 innings and picked up the win, giving up 2 runs in those 6 innings, and then a no decision last time out against the Nationals. Was roughed up 4 2/3, 7 runs. Outside for ball 2, 2-1. Boston-based daily fantasy company DraftKings.com, the official daily fantasy partner of your Boston Red Sox, is giving out $300 million in cash prizes. Enter promo code NESSON to play for free. Bogart's trying to keep Paredes close at second base, kind of cheating in as the Red Sox are in a shift, and he's gained a pretty good sized lead off the bag at second. All 4, and Davis down to first base. That is the second walk allowed by Masterson today. Now get into the swing of baseball season. Make sure you never miss a game by downloading the Red Sox schedule today. Visit NESSON.com/schedule to import the 2015 schedule directly into your favorite desktop, web, or mobile calendar program. 2 on, 2 down, and Travis Snyder, who tripled in the second inning. That's here with 2 men on for the O's. 324 start to his season. Chopped right side as Pedroia's got it on to first for the out that ends the inning. The Orioles strand a pair. We're through 2.5, tied at 1. Next producer, it's the Battle of Combat, BU versus BC filmmaker style. These three filmmakers from Boston University combine their skills to craft a one-of-a-kind film on sportsmanship. Plus, a solo filmmaker from BC shines light on a female professional sports team in Boston. Catch Nesson Next Producer today at 3 p.m. and Encore presentation at 7 p.m. Xander Bogaerts about to lead it off here for John Farrell's Red Sox. Bogaerts, Hannigan, and Betts face Wei-Yin Chen. Chen has now retired the last 6 Red Sox in a row. As Bogaerts takes ball 1 outside. Bogaerts 2 for 11 in the series against the Orioles. The big hit on Friday night. Walk-off single to right field in the 9th inning. It's gone 0 for 7 since. 30th pitch for Wei-Yin Chen is going to miss, and Bogaerts ahead 3-0. There's a strike at the top of the zone. He's blowing in right from center field right now, right in. Close pitch, but called a ball. Chen wanted it, and instead it is ball 4 for Xander Bogaerts. So the lead runner on for the Red Sox here in the 3rd inning. Red Sox announcing that Hanley Ramirez left the game due to illness today. So Ramirez coming out. Alan Craig in the game now for Boston as he took over for Hanley Ramirez in left field. Bogaerts at first and Ryan Hannigan the batter. Hannigan on Friday and Saturday hit on the bare hand and a couple of foul tips. And was pretty banged up. Had yesterday off. Back in the lineup today for the Red Sox. No fractures in that hand, but boy, he took a couple of shots.
Yeah, he said he made a mistake by not protecting his hand by putting it behind his body or the glove. And he caught a couple of shots off that throwing hand.
And a home run on Friday. His first in a Red Sox uniform. A 2-run shot in the 5th inning, which tied the game at the time. Line down the right field line, a fair ball. Bounces off the box seats as Bogaerts heads for 3rd base. It is a long single for Hannigan. And it's 1st and 3rd with nobody out here in the 3rd inning.
Now the Orioles actually catch a break there by that ball bouncing off the wall and out to Travis Snyder. If it hugs the line and gets down in the corner, it's going to be a run for the Red Sox. Nice swing by Hannigan going to the opposite field. Bogaerts will make 3rd base, but you're going to see the ball come off the wall right there and bounce to Travis Snyder.
So 1st and 3rd, nobody out. In the top of the order, Mookie Betts with a chance to do some damage here with the game tied 1-1. Mookie in the 1st inning single, stole a base and reached 3rd on an error. Came around to score on the sac fly by David Ortiz. Takes strike 1. Bogaerts at 3rd base, Hannigan at 1st base. Nobody out here in the 3rd inning. On the ground, foul. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, never forgets that before you're a patient, you're a person. Beth Israel Deaconess, human first. Learn more at bidmc.org/human first. On the ground, back to the mound. Chen knocks it down, tries to pick it up, and is going to get nobody. Run scores, and the Red Sox take a 2-1 lead. Well, Chen bobbling it not once but twice, and in the meantime, everybody's safe, and the Red Sox take the lead.
That total panic set in right here for Chen because he got a nice bounce back to the mound. You'll see the bounce by Mookie Betts up around the glove. It comes out of the glove. He looks to the runner. He drops the ball, looks back to home plate, and by that time he's got no chance to get Betts at first base. So total panic after dropping the ball.
First and second now with a run in. Still nobody out, and Dustin Pedroia now. They charge the pitcher Chen with an error. No RBI on the play. Pedroia, a strikeout victim in the first inning. One of 2 strikeouts for Chen. And this time called a strike. Not a lot of low strikes so far, but that one is called. Bunting it down the first baseline. Davis will apply the tag, and to second and third go the runners. Well, early in this game, as Pedroia getting this bunt down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if a sacrifice was on or just Dustin trying to bunt for a base hit. He will get a sacrifice on it and gets 2 men in a scoring position for Ortiz. But that looks like a push bunt. He looks like he wanted to go towards second base with it. I could be totally wrong on that, but I do feel he was trying to bunt for a base hit. He gets the next best thing, the sacrifice, to advance 2 men.
Here is David Ortiz at a sac fly back in the first inning. And pops it up. Shift is on, so it's only Machado on the left side. He drifts into foul ground to make the catch. So a big out there as Ortiz fouls out.
They got the shift on, but a little pop-up by Ortiz, and it's hit high enough, so no rush by Machado to be able to make that catch. And Ortiz frustrated. He left 2 men in scoring position.
So second and third, and here is Alan Craig. Craig 1 for 13 so far in the season, coming off the bench. And off the bench today with Hanley Ramirez leaving the game due to illness. As Craig takes ball 1. The last 4 years with runners in scoring position, Alan Craig is second in the majors with a .358 average. And he's got 2 in scoring position right now with 2 outs. Away again, 2-0. That time it picks up the corner. He's been staying away from Craig. And it's 2-1.
Pretty nasty pitch on a 2-0 count. That fastball away for Craig. Not one that he wants to swing at in that count.
And again at third, Betts at second with 2 outs here in the Boston third inning. And downstairs for ball 3. Greg has had only 6 at-bats on the homestand, between the Nationals and the Orioles being here at Fenway Park. And he's still looking for his first hit of the homestand. 0 for 6 and 0 for his last 12. And he takes the walk to load the bases. So Alan Craig down to first base. Second walk of the inning, second walk of the outing, allowed by Wei-Yin Chen.
Yeah, very patient there by Craig with some pitches that were very close to being strikes, but not biting at him.
Bases filled with Red Sox as Mike Napoli makes his way to the plate. There's some housekeeping on the right side as Napoli popped out for the first baseman Chris Davis in the second inning. Bases loaded, 6 grand slams for Mike Napoli in his career, a .309 average. Outside for ball 2, 2-0. It was Patriots Day, of course, 2 years ago. Marathon bombing in Boston, and on that day Mike Napoli hit a walk-off double off the wall in left field, and the Red Sox had their victory here at Fenway Park on that Patriots Day 2 years ago. Napoli still in a Red Sox uniform, waiting on a 2-0. Didn't miss by a lot. 3-0.
Now these pitches are not missing by very much, but they are missing, and Napoli right here might have the green light.
4th 3-ball count for Chen, who is becoming frustrated with home plate umpire Andy Fletcher.
Now they're not strikes. They're close, but they're not strikes.
His 50th pitch. That's a strike, and it might have been generous. Napoli didn't like it.
Yep, Napoli thought this ball was where the third one was. Very close.
Outside, ball 4, and that brings in a run. From third comes Hannigan, and the Red Sox take a 3-1 lead. So Napoli picks up an RBI. That's the third walk of the inning given up by Chen, and back-to-back walks here. When veterans return from Iraq and Afghanistan, many have post-traumatic stress and brain injury. That's why Tom Werner spearheaded the creation of the Red Sox Foundation's Home Base program to treat veterans and their families from suffering from the invisible wounds of war. We thank H.B. Hood for supporting the Red Sox Foundation's efforts. A walk with the bases loaded for Napoli. Hannigan scores a third Red Sox run. And the bases are reloaded for Shane Victorino. That's at third, Craig at second, and Napoli at first base. Shane struck out swinging in the second inning, 1 of 2 Ks for Chen today, who's now actually walked more than he has struck out. Total of 3 walks for the Orioles left-hander. Red Sox trying to gain a split in this 4-game series after winning on Friday night, losing Saturday and Sunday. Victorino lines it foul.
Got a hanging slider that time, and out ahead of it, out in front of it too much. Line shot down that left field line.
Shane 1 for 2 with the bases loaded this season. Down the right field line and foul. Red Sox trying to take advantage of 3 walks and an error in this inning. Allowed by Wei-Yin Chen. It's his error. Third start of the year for Chen, coming in without a record of 4.35 earned run average. And running into some trouble here in the third inning. Pitch count rising on him, too. Victorino to third base and by. Machado down the line. 1 run is in. Here comes another. As to third base goes Napoli. 2 runs in as Shane Victorino drives in a pair.
The question is, should Shane Victorino be put at second base? Because that ball was interfered with by a fan, and the umpire is discussing that right now.
John Farrell out to argue that, and they're going to get together on this. Crew Chief Jerry Meals.
That's a hard one to project because, a lot of times we see that ball bounce out and the outfielder is able to get the ball in, hold him to a single. That's a tough call for an umpire. There's the ball down the third base line that gets by Machado.
They're charging Machado with an error. So no RBIs on the play. 2 runs are in, and they get Victorino now at second base. And now Buck Showalter wants to go out and find out why.
Yeah, I just got to question it because in this ballpark, as we know, any ball that gets by and down there and is deflected off that wall can bounce out between short and left field. And a lot of times you see the base runner end up at first base. That ball's interfered with, so now it becomes discretion of the umpire where to place the runner. And they decided that Victorino would have gone to second base. Buck Showalter doesn't agree.
Second error of the inning charged here to the Orioles, this time to Machado, the third baseman.
Machado going to the backhand there. Not a real good effort by Machado on that backhanded play. He kind of took it easy on that play. And then the question becomes now where to put Victorino. Showalter still trying to make his case. I don't blame him. We've seen that 1,000 times here, Don, at Fenway, where that ends up just being a single. And so you can understand why Showalter's upset.
He was talking about this ballpark individually. And
yeah, now you would have had the same argument if they had let Victorino at first base from Farrell.
So 2 more runs in for the Red Sox. Been a 4-run third inning so far on top 5-1. Rock Holt, the 9th member of the Red Sox to bat here in the inning. And he will take strike 1. Holt lined out to Alejandro Diaza in left field in the second. Napoli at third base, Victorino at second. And a swing and a miss, 0-2. 2 errors, 3 walks allowed in the inning. Red Sox have only 1 hit in the inning, but so far 4 runs. Popped up foul off to the left out of play. Tune in tonight at 10 to NESN Sports Today, presented by People's United Bank. Adam and Elle will have all the sights and sounds from the 119th Boston Marathon and a Red Sox Orioles series recap, plus a look ahead to the Rays. See what know-how can do.
I caught the end of that Celtics game yesterday. I guess they played him tough for a while in the game, but it got away from him at the end.
Two balls, two strikes with two down. Holt gets the arms out of the way, and it's a pitch in. Xander Bogaerts got this entire inning started with a walk. Chen would go on to walk a total of 3 in this inning. Now make it 4 as down to first base goes Holt. Bases reloaded again.
But what a strange inning for the Red Sox. Only one hit in the inning, and that was by Hannigan.
Now Xander Bogaerts. Bases loaded for the Red Sox. Jason Garcia hops up, begins to warm in the Baltimore bullpen. Pitching line for Wei-Yin Chen, brought to you by your Eastern Lexus dealers. 2 2/3, 2 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, 2 Ks. Pitch 65 coming up. And it's popped up on the right side of the infield. Chris Davis to the outfield. And Davis makes the catch that puts an end to this inning, but not before the Red Sox score 4 times and take a 5-1 lead. Help makes good things happen. Watch how good things are happening to local people at easternbank.com/goodthingshappen. Back at Fenway Park in a very difficult inning for Wei-Yin Chen. Red Sox score 4 times and take a 5-1 lead into the 4th inning. Long wait for Justin Masterson. He doesn't mind. He's got the 4-run lead now in which to work. Manny Machado, Ryan Flaherty, and Ryan LaVarnway batting in the inning, and Machado Well, a big error defensively in the bottom of the third. Lined out sharply to Bogarts in the second inning. Mookie Betts over into right center. Pretty healthy gap out there in left center. Line to right, and Victorino is there to make the catch. I remind you to be sure to follow Nesson on Instagram to see all things behind the scenes this Red Sox season. Follow Nesson at Instagram.com/Nesson. One out in the fourth inning for Ryan Flaherty. He doubled to drive in the Orioles run in the second inning. And wall ball double to left. The lip of the grass at third is Brock Holt. Masterson could use a shutdown inning here after the Red Sox score 4 times in the bottom of the third. This is the first out here of the fourth inning, but has fallen behind Flaherty 2-1. Now a grounder down to Napoli on a couple of hops. And there is out number 2. Join the 2020 Club and enjoy an affordable fun night at Fenway Park. Groups of 20 or more start at $20 each. Visit redsox.com/groups for more information. Light rain falling here at Fenway Park as we play here in the top of the fourth inning with 2 outs. Ryan Lavarnway taking ball 1 away. He struck out swinging in the second inning. Total of 3 strikeouts so far for Justin Masterson. And the breaking ball in there for strike 1. First appearance of the series for Ryan Lavarnway. And a day off for Caleb Joseph. Lavarnway won a time and he got it apparently by Andy Fletcher. Masterson following through on the pitch.
And Masterson has been working at a very quick pace. And the Lavarnway not quite ready. Tried to step out. Did get the time.
On the ground, foul towards the end of the Orioles dugout. Lavarnway strikes out. Got him on the slider. It is strikeout number 4 for Masterson. We play 3.5. Red Sox have a 5-1 lead. is here to make your banking and your day easier. See how at easternbank.com. Here, your first Eastern Bank. Red Sox have a 5-1 lead as we get ready for the bottom of the fourth inning. But before we get it started, let's send it down to Gary.
Guys, in true marathon fashion, I was actually surprised to find out that a handful of Red Sox players have participated in marathons, and then they finished the joke and just told me that it's every time the Red Sox and Yankees play. The handful of players did, though, give props to all marathoners running today, and they did say hands down that completing a marathon is by far the single hardest athletic feat to accomplish. So I wanted to find out, these guys are athletes, but how athletic are they? What are the mile times some of our favorite Red Sox players have accomplished? Dustin Pedroia, Wade Miley, Edward Mujica say they can probably bang out a mile, just a single mile in between the 8 to 9 minute range. You might be surprised to think that Joe Kelly actually has had the fastest mile time on the team. He ran a sub-6 mile back in high school, but all of them say they can probably complete a marathon with the right amount of training in 5 hours or less.
Jerry, have you ever run a marathon before?
No, I never have. We look at this pitch that's down and in and gets Hannigan off the knee. I have not run a marathon. I used to be a jogger in my younger days before my knees and back took off on me. But to try to attempt to run, 26 point whatever it is,
yep,
miles? Never mind.
Ryan Hannigan aboard at first base here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Mookie Betts 1 for 2 in the game. That's with a single in the first, scored, then reached on the error by Wei-Yin Chen in the third and scored.
I did one time walk a half marathon. I walked it, and we did run some of it, and that was for the Jimmy Fund. But that was many years ago. That's a long walk too. Even half of it.
That's pops it up foul, out of play. Well, stay tuned today following WB Mason Extra Innings Live for Red Sox Final presented by Uno's. TC and Tim Wakefield will have a recap of the Red Sox Patriots Day festivities. Outfield bunched up again, as we have seen in this series from time to time. A lot of room down the lines as they check on Hannigan at first base.
Hannigan's lead was about 1.5 feet. Sometimes on a 2-1 count they'll throw over in case of a hit and run.
Outside corner, and Chen getting credit for that. Dustin Pedroia on deck. Nobody out here in the Boston fourth inning.
How about triathletes?
Ooh, unbelievable.
I mean, you're running a marathon, you're riding a bike, and you're swimming.
And you're swimming.
Come on. You kidding me?
That's unbelievable. Any one of those things individually is enough.
Way more than enough.
Bouncing in, blocked by LeVarn, able to keep it in front of him. No advance for Hannigan at first. The Red Sox will charter after the ball game to St. Petersburg, where Red Sox began a series against the Tampa Bay Rays. 3 with the Rays, 3 against these Orioles at Camden Yards. Line foul. To center field. Adam Jones going back. to reel it in front of the warning track, and Mookie Betts retired. Hannigan remains at first base with now one down. Ace Ticket, the official Red Sox ticket partner, has the best seats at the lowest prices to all the games at Fenway. All the 200% guarantee. Right now, Ace Ticket has special savings on all Red Sox games, including the Yankees. Visit Ace Ticket or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. One out, Hannigan at first base, and Dustin Pedroia for one of the game with a sacrifice bunt. David Ortiz on deck, one down here in the inning. Yeah, Pedroia jumping back out of the way. Jen had to throw 35 pitches in the third inning. Red Sox sent 10 men to the plate and scored 4 times. Popped up, foul ground. Back comes Lavarnway, but he will not have a play.
Chen got away with one there. That was a high changeup that time, and Pedroia just out in front of it a little bit, fouls it back, but that's not exactly where Chen wants that changeup.
Line back where it came from and into center field for a base hit. Ringing single for Pedroia as Hannigan takes second base.
That's a rocket right back up the middle, and watch out Chen, because this ball's headed right for you. Right over the head, puts the glove up, but that's quickly by him.
Two on, one away, and David Ortiz, the batter. Third plate appearance of the day. And a sacrifice fly in the first inning. Flied out to left in the third. And he takes strike one. Cut there and a miss on the backswing. He got a piece of Ryan Lavarnway.
Much the backswing of David Ortiz. This happens quite often where he'll catch a catcher with that bat if he does not make contact.
Jason Garcia was up last inning, back up again here for the Orioles. In on David Ortiz for ball one.
This was way in by way in.
Oh.
Start a game at 11 in the morning. You got to get that stuff.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
2-2. You've been keeping that in your back pocket all day.
Yeah. No, it just came out.
Oh, it came out.
Just came out.
A little bit low, full count. Runners at first and second, one down. Down Craig on deck. In the air, foul off to the left. Well, David ejected from yesterday's game in the first inning on a check swing he thought was ball 4, but Mills said he went around. So David ended up walking in that at bat. Then later on, that questionable check swing, and again Mills saying it was a strike, and then John Tumpane, the home plate umpire, ejected him for what he said to Jerry Mills. His ground ball shift is on. Flaherty to second for 1, back to first for 2. So the double play ends the 4th inning. We head for the 5th. It's 5-1 Boston. By Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Into the 5th inning here at rainy Fenway. There's a panda under there, I think, as the wind is also with us on this rainy, raw day. The Red Sox have a 5-1 lead. It's getting worse. Rain intensifying. An important inning for the Red Sox to get through here in the 5th. Make this game official as Everett Cabrera leads it off in the 5th inning. He bounced out to the shortstop Xander Bogaerts in the 2nd inning. Swing and a miss. And a pitch down and in.
It's going to have been a good pitch from Masterson today, that slider. Big break on it.
Something has come on the field out there at straightaway center field.
Another big sweeping breaking ball here. Starts from the outside part of the plate to the inside part of the plate, actually off the plate.
On the ground, foul outside of first. Alejandro Diaz, then Jimmy Paredes expected here in the 5th inning. Everything else in the major leagues today is tonight, as the Red Sox starting this game in the morning at 11 a.m. here at Fenway Park. Four in a row retired by Masterson. He's fresh off his first 1-2-3 inning of his outing. Third full count of his outing. And a swing and a miss. Cabrera strikes out. 5th strikeout for Masterson.
We saw so many breaking balls in that at bat. It's almost like he was surprised to see the fastball. It's going to go up and away, and a very late swing there. Very defensive swing by Cabrera, just trying to foul it off.
Make Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, or life insurance. 5 in a row retired by Masterson. 1 down here in the 5th for Alejandro Diaz. He struck out swinging in the 1st, grounded back to the mound in the 3rd. The lip of the grass at 3rd is Brock Holt. In there for strike 2, full count. Fouled at the dish, and it gets a piece of Hannigan. He has been banged up lately. Hit in the hand a couple of times, and today get hit with a pitch in the knee, and now this.
Well, just abuse every time you put that equipment on and get behind the plate.
Laced foul down towards Canvas Alley. This one fouled off down the right field line.
The hottest it's rained here all morning, all afternoon.
Diaz fouling pitch after pitch off. He will see his 10th pitch of the at bat coming up. On the ground, this will stay foul as Napoli runs it down. Eleventh pitch of the at bat coming up here for Alejandro Diaz, and another foul. Ball 4. Diaz finally works the walk. That is a 3rd walk given up by Masterson and breaks up a string of 5 in a row retired. Now, for every Red Sox hit this month, Echo Store Technologies will donate $50 to the Clada Fund, a charitable foundation of the Dropkick Murphys, Echo Store, and the Clada Fund, working together to raise funds for child causes, veteran support, and to help those battling addiction. To learn more, log on to echostore.com. 1 out, 1 on. Jimmy Paredes, his 3rd at bat of the day. Fly ball down the left field line that'll make its way foul. Napoli holding on to Diaz at first base. Another foul down the left field side, out of play. 5 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. A run, 3 hits, and 3 errors for the Orioles. And all the runs allowed today by Wei-Yin Chen, all 5 are unearned. Even though one of the errors committed was his own.
Now it's very unusual, too, for the Orioles, who always play very good defense.
Did he go? No, says Tom Woodring, third base umpire.
He's certainly thinking about it. I think he made the right call by calling it a non-swing.
Runner goes. Paredes with a swing and a miss for strike 3. No throw from Hannigan and a stolen base for Diaza. So Paredes becomes the 6th strikeout victim today for Masterson.
That's him back to the breaking ball to pick up the strikeout, but Hannigan, who's had those fingers banged up the last couple of games, did not really get a grip on it, and no throw to second base as Diaza picks up his 2nd steal of the year.
Raining much harder now. 2 down with a runner at second. Adam Jones, the batter. Walked in the first, flied out to center field in the third. In there for a strike, 1-1. Orioles with 3 hits today. Travis Snyder with his triple in the 2nd inning. A double for Ryan Flaherty in the 2nd. Producing the only Orioles run. The other hit, Jimmy Paredes with a double in the 3rd. Masterson has walked 3. Chris Davis waiting on deck. There are 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning for the Orioles. On the ground to shortstop. Bogarts ends the inning as Diaz is left in scoring position. Halfway through this one, it is 5-1 Boston. Red Sox. Join Red Sox legends Louis Tiant, Jim Rice, Steve Lyons, and more on January 9th as they sail the Caribbean on Celebrities 2016 Red Sox Fan Cruise. Space is limited. Call 1-888-727-4907 or contact your travel agent today. A rainy day here at Fenway Park. Rain continuing to fall. Red Sox batting here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Alan Craig leading it off. He took over in the 3rd inning. Hanley Ramirez leaving the game due to illness. So Craig took over in left. He batted in the 3rd and walked. 3rd inning, the real trouble inning for Wei-Yin Chen today. Giving up 4 runs, all unearned. As Craig takes pitch down low, 1-2. '90th pitch from Chen is strike 3 to Alan Craig. One down here in the 5th inning.
Now Chen again working that outside part of the plate against Craig and picks up the outside corner. A generous call. But with 2 strikes, a tough pitch to take. Alan Craig not very happy about the call.
And one down for Mike Napoli, who has popped out to first base and walked. David Meller was out there in between innings talking with Jerry Meals, the crew chief, keeping up to date on the very latest weather conditions and what is expected. And for the most part, before the game, they said when it started raining, it was not going to stop again until sometime tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And it has intensified as the Red Sox bat here in the 5th. And with the score the way it is, the Red Sox wouldn't be all that disappointed if it was over till tomorrow. .30 pitch. Napoli will take the strike. Down to first base goes Mike Napoli on the walk with 1 out in the 5th. There's a 5th walk given up by Chen. Now, for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards a $25,000 commitment once again this season. CVS Pharmacy, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Now, that is a day for Wei-Yin Chen. The pitching change from Fenway with the Red Sox on top 5-1. Miley this season 0-1 with a 10.57 earned run average. Last start went 2 1/3 innings, giving up 7 runs on 5 hits. Chris Archer going for the Rays 2-1 with a 1.37 ERA. 7 innings, giving up no runs on 2 hits and 11 strikeouts last time out. This closer look is brought to you by FW Web. For an even closer look, visit fwweb.com. Well, it is 5-1. Red Sox have the lead. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Kia as Jason Garcia checks in. He's been up a couple of different times before finally getting into this game here in the 5th for his 3rd appearance without a record of 2.45 earned run average. More walks than strikeouts, but opponents hitting under 200 against him at 182. And Herritt's a runner at first as Victorino gets out of the way of a 92-mile-an-hour fastball up by his head.
Last year in Class A, Lowell and Greenville. And the first pitch to Victorino up around the shoulder as he has to turn out of the way. Only pitched in 14 combined games, 7 starts a year ago.
Shane struck out in the 2nd, reached on an error committed by Machado in the 3rd. Taken in the Rule 5 draft from the Red Sox. 17th round pick of the Red Sox 2010, Jason Garcia. Jerry mentioned playing in Lowell and in Greenville. 1-1 with Lowell last year, 2-1 in Greenville. He's in the big leagues with the Orioles. Land O'Lakes High School in Florida. Rockholt on deck, 1 out, 1 on. 3-2 pitch coming up here to Victorino. Broken bat, little pop up caught by Garcia. Took a look at first, but Napoli back to the bag. Well, jam job there in on the thumbs of Victorino, who pops out.
Now that can't feel good on a day like this. A cold day. Just a little bloop right back to the mound, and Garcia's standing right there ready to make the play.
Two down, Napoli at first, held on by Davis, and Brockholt the batter. On the ground to second base. Flaherty will shovel it to second for the out. That ends the 5th inning. We head for the 6th. It's 5-1 Boston. Jets, the HP Office Jet Pro X is the perfect addition to your starting lineup. And now 50% off. Get yours today from none other than who but WB Mason. Now doing some work here at Fenway Park on the infield area, home plate and the mound for that matter. Some drying agent applied here as rain coming down pretty hard. That's the day for Masterson here for the Red Sox, as he goes the first 5 and gives up 3 hits and the 1 run. Walked 3, struck out 6, and hands the baseball off now to Shinichi Tozawa. So his 6th appearance, not giving up a run in 4 2/3 innings, 7 strikeouts to 1 walk. And opponents hitting at 133 against Tozawa in this game in the 6th inning.
Well, you wonder if weather has something to do with this, because Masterson had been kind of breezing along in this game, and with the weather coming down the way it is, maybe they're thinking it's going to be shortened a little bit, and they're shortening up the bullpen a little bit with Tozawa coming in now.
You're seeing him in the 8th, and they're treating this like this could be the 8th.
Yeah.
It is the 6th inning. But the rain intensifying, and as anticipated, it is getting worse. Chris Davis going to lead it off here for the Orioles. Davis, Snyder, and Machado. It is 4, 5, and 6 for Baltimore anticipated here in the 6th inning. Davis struck out in the 1st, walked in the 3rd. In the air, left side into left field, and Craig waiting, looking up into the raindrops, and he'll make the catch. A little bit of a stagger there, but he puts it away. NESN is looking for youth baseball and softball teams to be a live studio audience for NESN Clubhouse on select Sundays this baseball season. Visit NESNClubhouse.com and click on Studio Audience to enter your son or daughter's team. The experience includes a pizza party before and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be an active part of the studio audience.
Nothing like a pizza party before. That's big. That sets the tone for the whole show.
One down for Travis Snyder. Masterson gave up 3 hits, and one of them to Travis Snyder. Get credit for a triple in the 2nd inning. He scored the only Orioles run on a double wall ball double for Ryan Flaherty in the 2nd inning against Masterson. The 3-0. Tozawa last working on Friday night through a perfect 8th inning, 2 strikeouts against these Orioles. Dating back to last year, 10 scoreless appearances now. Three and one. That one right down the middle. And Machado on deck. Baltimore batting here in the top half of the 6th inning. Snyder slaps it foul towards the grandstand and out of play.
Yeah, a lot of the folks that were in the box seats have moved up under the grandstand right now because of the rain that's falling here at Fenway.
Popped up foul off to the left, out of play.
Good sportsmanship on that foul ball there.
Snyder pops it up, foul ground. Hannigan coming back towards the screen, and he makes the catch. Hannigan took a look as he turned around and realized he might have a shot, and he comes back and is able to make the grab right in front of the screen. 2 down.
I thought that ball was going to get a push onto the screen from the breeze, but it did not. Hannigan finally finds it right there. Fletcher, the umpire, gets out of the way, and Hannigan right to the screen to make the catch. As it comes back right at the last moment.
Two down here in the 6th inning for Manny Machado. He's lined out to short, lined out to right. Hit the ball hard twice. Got nothing to show for it today. And he takes strike 1. Couldn't pull the trigger. Slap foul to the right, 0-2. The Red Sox Foundation launched the Impact Awards, which provides Red Sox fans in the 5 New England states outside of Massachusetts with the opportunity to vote on their favorite local nonprofits and decide which organizations will be awarded grants totaling $75,000. Voting deadline dates vary by state. To cast your vote, visit redsox.com/impact. 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. He struck out. Tozawa has a 1-2-3 6th inning. 5-1 Boston on top.
It's pretty much every half inning, just like they're completing right now. And you mentioned the rain and the wind, but downfield level, guys, it's downright freezing. The Red Sox have one of those gigantic heaters in their dugout right now. In this last half inning, you pretty much have the entire club congregated to the one corner here, trying to stay warm at this point. And you guys were mentioning the rain continues to intensify down here. I'm no meteorologist, and I'm not one to speculate, but if these conditions persist, I don't see us playing too much more baseball here in our future.
Well, Gary, those are some tough conditions for all you guys outside, and certainly our thoughts are with you, as we are not in the elements.
Yeah, how is it up there, by the way, guys?
Actually, you know what? It is actually very warm in here, Jerry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't say.
No, it's very warm. We have all the windows closed. Jerry's got his jacket off. It's so warm.
Oh, fantastic. Wow.
That is toasty.
I'm kind of sweating just listening to you guys talk about it. Wow.
Yeah.
Gary, never underestimate that they're going to be calling the ball game. Plan on 9.
All right. Will do. Can't wait.
There it is. Xander Bogaerts walked and scored in the 3rd, popped out to first in the 3rd. Red Sox batted around in that 3rd inning and scored 4 times. No 1 pitch. As back out there, Jason Garcia. He came in last inning to relieve the starter, Wei-Yin Chen. Charged with 5 runs, but 0 are earned. 3 errors today committed by the Orioles defense. Fly ball center field. Adam Jones out there waiting for out number 1 of the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now Hannigan coming to the plate, and it has been a tough series behind the plate for him as he has taken a couple off the hand, the fingers. See that one off the fingers. He gets one off the knee today as he is hitting. I don't know where that one was, but it didn't feel good. Looked like the back of the knee.
One down. Hannigan singled in the 3rd, scored, and then hit by the pitch in the 4th inning as he takes strike 1. Five runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. Run, 3 hits, 3 errors for the Orioles. Man, Chen walked more than he allowed hits, and more than he struck out. He walked 5, struck out 3, gave up 3 hits. And 4 of the 5 walks for Chen came in that 4-run 3rd inning. And a big error in that inning by Machado down there at 3rd base. Well, Hannigan gets hit again, 2nd time today.
Once off the knee, once off the belt buckle, it looks like. They're trying to come inside with that fastball just too far in. And the 2nd time Hannigan's got hit by a pitch. He's also got a base hit in the game, on base 3 times.
One out, 1 on, and Mookie Betts the batter. A single, reached on an error, flied out to center. Also stealing a base back in the 1st inning. Fly ball center field. Again, Adam Jones out there. Handles the 2nd out of the inning. Well, don't miss Red Sox first pitch presented by Joseph Abboud. Available at Men's Warehouse tomorrow at 6 p.m. TC and Eck and Steve Lyons will take a closer look at Wade Miley's start. Two down, Hannigan at first, and here is Dustin Pedroia. Durant struck out swinging in the 1st, had the sacrifice bunt in the 3rd, and then singled to center in the 4th inning.
Vonway turning around, the home plate umpire questioning where that last pitch was.
On the ground, a fair ball down to the left field corner. Hannigan headed for 3rd base as Diaza digs it out. We'll see if they send him. They are. Throw is going to be cut off. Throw to the plate is going to be not in time. Hannigan gets in safely on the double by Pedroia, and the Red Sox up their lead to 6-1.
I love what Butterfield does. Brian Butterfield at 3rd base. Watch what position he gets in because you can't see down in that corner. The ball all the way to the corner by Pedroia, but Butterfield comes out in almost fair territory, then gets back out of the play to wave that runner home. There he is, taking a peek down the corner. Now he waves the runner home and gets out of the way. And Hannigan safely with the slide. You have to do that at Fenway because you can't see as a third base coach down that left field corner.
Red Sox leading it 6-1 now as David Ortiz will try to bring home Dustin Pedroia with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Ortiz with an RBI back in the first and a sac fly to right. Since then, a fly out, and last time up, bounced into the 4-6-3 double play. Now going to put David on the first base open, and Garcia falling behind 2-0.
Yeah, they see if they try to get him to chase something out of the strike zone with first base open, but Ortiz is a little too smart for that. They know that they're going to try to pitch around him and get to Craig with 2 outs, the right-hander against the right-hander.
So 2 on, 2 down. A chance here for Craig. He walked and scored in the 3rd, struck out looking in the 5th. Fifth pitch here for Garcia since coming in. And a foul. That one right down the middle at 93 miles an hour.
Looks like it's raining harder right now, Don, than it has so far today. As the infield pitcher's mound gets work between innings, they try to extend this game to completion.
Craig thought about it, but lets it pass. 2-1. Adam Jones, center fielder, into right center, as Mike Napoli waits on deck. He's walked twice in the game today. Outfielders bunched up again. Two balls, 2 strikes to Alan Craig. Pedroia at second, Ortiz at first with 2 outs in the 6th inning. A 2-2 pitch to Craig. And a liner into center field for Alan Craig. Pedroia is coming around, no throw, and the Red Sox take a 7-1 lead. Alan Craig driving in the Red Sox run.
Now, Don, you gave the numbers earlier with men in scoring position for Craig over the last number of years, and he delivers here. He gets a breaking ball center field. Pedroia coming around, no chance to get him. Red Sox with a very comfortable 7-1 lead right now.
Two on, 2 outs, 2 runs in. Mike Napoli coming up. Napoli popped out to first in the 2nd, then walked in the 3rd, and again in the 5th. Flared foul off to the right, out of play. 1-1. Want to be on Dining Playbook? Billy Costa and Jenny Johnson. Want to hear your favorite dish at your favorite restaurant? All you have to do is send a quick video or photo. You know, the writing in this, Jerry, again. We had a little trouble yesterday, more trouble today. 1-1 is low and away. Let me finish this.
You got to get a new writer.
Yeah. Okay, all you have to do is send a quick video or photo of your to die for dish and share it at Dining Playbook on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Just hashtag #TopNosh if you want to be on Dining Playbook.
Franks and beans.
Is that your top dish?
Yeah, Franks and beans.
Well, you should send it in. Two on the ground towards third. Machado will pick it up, tag the bag, and end the inning. After 6, the Red Sox have a 7-1 lead. Is the work today by Justin Masterson, who went the first 5 innings for the Red Sox, 3 hits and a run. He walked 3 and struck out a total of 6 as he departs with a chance to grab a victory. Came in at 1-0. And a look at his line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 93 pitches total, 53 strikes for Justin Masterson, as he was very good today. Junichi Tazawa took over for him in the 6th inning in a 1-2-3 6th inning, and Tazawa will be back out there for the 7th. Did a lot of work here in between innings again on the mound area and the infield. Grounds crew working hard, but they're going to continue to play here. David Miller out there again to talk to Jerry Meals, the crew chief, and they will play on in the rain. Ryan Flaherty about to lead it off here for the Orioles. It's 7, 8, and 9 for Baltimore here in the inning. Flaherty, Lavarnway, and Cabrera to face Tazawa. Ryan Flaherty doubled to drive in the Orioles' lone run back in the 2nd inning. He grounded out to first in the 4th inning, so 1 for 2 for the Orioles' second baseman. Action in the Red Sox pen. Robbie Ross Jr. is up in the pen. Driven to right, down the line towards the pole, and that ball is a foul ball. Very close down that right field line. Flaherty thought it had a shot.
Flaherty making a bid for his 3rd home run of the year, and probably the shortest part of the ballpark down that right field line. The ball does hook into foul territory. About 4 or 5 rows back.
On the ground up the middle and into center field. A base hit for Ryan Flaherty, his 2nd hit on the day. Well, don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live right after the game. TC and Tim Wakefield will analyze Justin Masterson's start and have clubhouse reaction. You can't go wrong when you buy right at WB Mason. Ryan Flaherty at first base. Here's Ryan Lavarnway. 0 for 2 today. He struck out twice. Both times against Justin Masterson. His first look here at Tazawa. Drops in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 0-2.
And Tazawa back to that breaking ball. He's been using that a lot in his most recent appearances. Well, he started that last year, didn't he? Using it quite a bit.
Seemed like he would start guys off with it a little bit last year as well.
Yeah.
The first pitch he would throw.
And it was basically a 2-pitch pitcher, fastball split, and then he added that breaking ball, which he started like a lot of guys off with. Now he's using it as an out pitch also.
One-two pitch with Flaherty at first base to Ryan Lavarnway. And Lavarnway hits one in the air to center field. Mookie Betts makes the catch for the first out of the 7th. Well, it's time now for the Geico Red Sox moment. All season long, Geico will highlight the 1975 Red Sox in honor of their 40th anniversary. In their 13th game of the 75 season, Sox lost to the Tigers 1-0. Mickey Lolich hit the Sox in a complete game win. Now Tazawa coming out of the game, as out there is John Farrell to make the pitching change from Fenway, with the Red Sox on top 7-1. Monster repeat, and it's going on now. Pitching change here for the Red Sox on this wet, rainy day at Fenway Park, as the Red Sox have a 7-1 lead. Robbie Ross Jr. taking over on the hill, his 6th appearance without a record of 6.35 earned run average, 5 2/3, 3 Ks to 1 walk. Opponents hitting at 286 against him. And Everett Cabrera bats with 1 out and Ryan Flaherty at first base. Cabrera has grounded out to short and struck out swinging. Grounded to first. Napoli will tag first, and the throw to second base. Tag play now, and they tag him. Double play that ends the top of the 7th inning. Robbie Ross Jr. getting it done. 7-1. Red Sox have the lead, and we'll keep it right here at Fenway Park, as the Red Sox with that double play to end the inning. 3-6 on the double play. 7th inning stretch on this Patriots Day from Fenway Park. And we'll keep it here at Fenway for God Bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winning raffle for today's 50-50 raffle presented by DraftKings are now posted on the center field video board. We thank you for supporting the Red Sox Foundation, which helps make dreams come true for the families of New England. We now ask you to please rise and stretch and sing along with Fenway Park organist Josh Cantor as he plays Take Me Out to the Ball Game. But first, to lead us in God Bless America is a member of the Barnstable Police Department who, after 35 years of service, is celebrating his retirement with us here today. Please welcome Officer Steve O'Brien.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, our home, sweet home.